There you go.
No, okay, so
you
there's some
go.
serious
There's
news.
the breath.
Okay, ELF is Environmental Learning for the Future. We started the program. This is our 3rd year, and I think it's like our 15th ELF unit that we've had. And we're going strong. But there's a 2-hour use of the class day, 15 minutes of setup. And when you are setting up, if the kids aren't at lunch or something, try to get the teacher to take them out and read them a book or something in the hallway or in the library. A couple of great suggested books are The Insect Detective, and this is maybe geared towards a little bit younger grades and has some great little factoids in there. And then this one I really like. It's How Do Flies Walk Upside Down? Questions and Answers About Insects. And there's so many like interesting facts in here that they would be able to come home and spew. So, and you could just get as far as you can into this until it's time to go in. So, those are 2 great books.
And where is those at, Amy? Are they in the intro box?
They will be in the intro box, yes. And for those of you that are new, we have boxes for the different centers, and you pick them up down in the ELF closet, down in the atrium, just there's a little closet off to the side. And you just bring these up, do your centers, and then when you're done, you bring them back down. This particular unit is called Insect Life Cycles. And this whole series of 5 this time is all on cycles. And so this one, the insects go through stages as they grow from an egg to an adult. And they also fit with the seasonal cycles. And so you can talk about how we just learned about the insects in winter and how they survive the winter and their cycles, and then go right into the insect life cycles. There's a whole bunch of opening questions. We always say go through as many of them as you want, but you only have a few minutes for the intro with the puppet show, so you don't want to get into too many. Sometimes it's great to just do a bunch of facts. Like there's more insects than all other animals put together. And so there's 200 million insects for every single person. So you might want to jot that factoid down. And that is directly out of this book. And then also all insects, they're classified, they have to have 6 legs. And Emmy said there's like a funny joke you can tell them. Like, do insects have 5 legs? And you could say, yeah, if they lost one.
So, well, that's a trivia thing and like
little trivia.
Confusion game. So,
Uh-huh.
so they'll say it's false when we get it on.
The biggest insect is the Goliath beetle, and I think some of the kids have seen these up at the Butterfly Pavilion if they've ever done any field trips up there. It is 4 inches long and weighs a quarter of a pound, and it's as big as a computer mouse. And then the smallest is a fairy fly, and it's so small it can fit through the eye of a needle. So, anyway, so like I said, depending on the age of the group of the students you have, get into some of these details in the opening questions, and younger kids, maybe just the facts. So, and then we go into the puppet show. Let's
Did you
see.
say the largest was called?
Okay, the largest is called a Goliath beetle,
Angel fly.
and then it's a fairy fly.
Fairy
Mhm.
fly. Angel.
Yes. And then the puppet show. Here you go, Emmy. Did you know what's going on in this one?
Yeah, they do. Okay, they call them mollies. Okay, so the puppet show is Insect Lives, and you start out with butterfly egg and a grasshopper egg. And they're like, they talk to each other and they hang out, and this egg is like, are you a leaf? And it's like, no, I have an egg here. I have to do something. And so then they turn into a butterfly caterpillar and a grasshopper nymph. And eventually what happens is the butterfly caterpillar disappears, and you've got this. And he's like, where's my friend? Where'd he go? Oh no. Because the grasshopper's having incomplete metamorphosis, and the butterfly is having complete metamorphosis. So there's only 3 stages for the grasshopper. And there's 4 for the butterfly. So, and the insect fairy has to come along and say, it's okay, your friend's in here, it'll be fine. And so, and then it's the end. So that's pretty much, but it basically introduces them to to the concept of incomplete and complete metamorphosis.
So there's 9 puppets, but actually how many characters, so to speak, or how many parts?
Depending on how you wanted to do it, you could do it like one person could be all the butterfly parts, and one person could be all the grasshopper parts, and then another person could be the insect fairy.
So you're only about 3 kids.
So you would need 3
adults.
3 people. You would want 3 at least, yeah.
And if the older kids, like 3rd through 4th grade, want to do the puppet show, because it sounds like this one's a little bit more complicated, you could, as long as no one's using the elf bins at that time, you can look at the schedule. You could even maybe have them study it a day before or something and practice it. So that's always a good option.
And the art teacher and me color coded, so the grasshoppers all in green. All the grasshopper scripts are green and all the butterfly scripts are orange.
Perfect. So, that sounds great.
Is that all for intro?
Yeah. Any questions on the introduction?